Well, hello there, my wonderful humans. It is Audria coming to you with day 3 of 30 Lives in 30 Days. And we're talking about today that surrender is not defeat. Well, it's not, and it can be one of the most challenging things that you will ever encounter. Now, today I've put in a backdrop so that you wouldn't just be looking at Adria and that you'd have something interesting to look at. But I'm noticing that it affects the strength of the stream. So I may not do that again. I guess we will see. All right? You guys let me know too, because it matters to me what you think very much. Forgive me, I've got a frog or two in my throat, and that's just reality. So, what do I mean by surrender is not defeat? I'm going to read from You Are the Artist of Your Life. Most people think surrender is sitting in a dejected heap while waving a white flag. That isn't surrender to me. Surrender is having the guts to release control of a situation. How many of you like control? Oh boy. I don't mean releasing responsibility. I mean releasing control. I admit it's scary, but the rewards are tremendous. Because of my fear, and it's that 4-letter word that absolutely gets me, that the fear of allowing something to unfold makes me nervous because if I'm not controlling it, I don't know what's going to happen. It's like I want to have all the little yellow ducks over here, the red ducks over there, the blue ducks in a line in the middle. Life isn't like that. Life is a wonderful chaos. It really is. I mean, there's no way of controlling. Yes, you can control getting a project done in a certain amount of time. You can control saying I'm coming on at 4 o'clock. I can't control that I was coughing and coughing and coughing and that I had to take an allergy pill. I took an allergy pill, so hopefully it'll be better. But we can't control everything that we would like to control. And those of us, I find, the more intelligent we are, the more we dislike allowing things to happen. Let me continue this. Because of my fear, I think that's my most hated 4-letter word is fear. I love to control situations. I find that if in my meditation I get quiet and listen for guidance and then follow that guidance, I'm much better off. When I try to manipulate things intellectually or make something happen, how many of you have actually tried to make something happen? I have, and I've actually made things happen, and then they really don't turn out right. And you wonder, why is that? And you wonder, oh, gee, I was pushing awfully hard to make this happen, wasn't I? It takes, when I try to manipulate things intellectually or make something happen, instead of allowing it to unfold naturally, I'm getting in the way of my own angels who are there to help me. It takes far more courage to trust your instincts and allow something to happen instead of making it happen. Trusting our instincts comes naturally to us as children. Later in life, that gets drummed out of us, and instead we are controlled by arbitrary rules. This is what you should do. This is what you must do. Well, says who? Who are that? Who are the notorious they? They say you must. Oh, it's a made up, make believe, phantasmagorical monster who's going to get you if you don't do what they say. So start finding ways in your life in which you can surrender. Where can you let go of control and allow things to happen? This will take practice. Oh, yes, it will take practice. It will take practice because I have been wrestling with this. You didn't develop the control habit overnight. You won't be able to get rid of it overnight. Water. Excuse me. I didn't know I was going to have an allergy attack, or I would have taken the pill earlier. Hopefully in a few moments it'll kick in. All right. So let me tell you a little bit about myself. This feels like true confessions. I, as a child, took on and was forced, in a sense, to take on a great deal more than any child should have been responsible for. I had to take care of things. And it turned out that I was really good at it. I was fast. I could figure things out. And I would make peace in the house. I would make everybody get along with everybody. And that made things quieter and nicer and more serene. And the people who were avoiding conflict liked very much what I was doing. And I wanted their approval. Oh my goodness, I'm a little kid. I want my daddy to like me. I want my mommy to like me. So I became this wonderful arranger of things that I could fix situations and calm waters. So even as a young child, I naturally began to think, well, that's having a little bit of power. Gee, normally I don't have any power. So this feels kind of good. If I can do this, I'm valuable to various people at various times, which could be a really good thing, I think. So you grow up, you're in a situation in life where there's conflict. For example, in a production, if a director is difficult and you have actors who want to fight with him, and it's better not to fight, but to do things in a different way. Again, I could calm the waters. I could make things move a little more smoothly. So I got in this very good, very bad habit of controlling things. So when you control things, okay, it's a two-edged sword, because it is very good and it is very bad, because then all the responsibility for whatever happens right here on your shoulders. It's not on anybody else's shoulders. And if it doesn't work out, everybody will point their finger at you and say, oh, that's awful, look what you did. But this kind of training when you're very, very young puts you in a position where you go into codependence, where you then subconsciously, now let's think of, let's say this is the mind, okay? This is the human mind. It's an iceberg, okay? So this part of the human mind, this part down here, is all underwater. It's pulling strings and it's underwater. This little part up here, this little tiny space up here, is the conscious mind. Well, the subconscious mind and the subconscious mind feels that it has a responsibility to protect you. It's like you're a guard at the door that says, I know the way to do this. The way to do this is to be prepared. So therefore, if you're going to be prepared, you have to control the situation. So I'm going to help you control the situation. So subconsciously, this bottom 3/4 of the mind, you are seeking someone who matches that in relationship. Someone who actually doesn't want to have all the responsibility and would like to say, here, you deal with it. And then you do. And then they dislike you for it. So you end up in relationships where a person keeps dropping their responsibility. And because you're in a subconscious, not a conscious mode, you're picking up everything that is dropped and you put it on your own shoulders. And it just becomes this wild, natural, unconscious, habitual pattern. And pretty soon you turn around in a relationship, in a work relationship, in a marriage, in a friendship, where you find yourself taking responsibility that is not yours, and that you are not doing that other person a favor. You're not doing them a favor because you are taking away from them the responsibility for managing their own life. But that's why I say to you, this is going to take practice. This is going to take practice. This is not going to happen overnight. You are not going to automatically be able to drop wanting to control things or automatically picking up anything that is dropped, putting it on your shoulders, and you continue walking. But you are doing disfavor to two people. To the person from whom you are taking their task, because they don't get the opportunity to do it, or they don't realize how important it is to be done, so therefore they're not really paying that much attention to it. Secondly, you're doing yourself a grave disservice because you're saying, gee, I'm awfully tired at the end of the day. Gee, I've been doing everything for everybody. Well, nobody asked you to, did they? You just decided that was the way to handle things. So what I would love to know, and please make comments down below. I really want to know what you think. And if your comments come on, I can see them right here, and I'll be able to click and see your question or your comment on the screen. I would love to do that, so don't hesitate. And by the way, if you're on YouTube, and I want very much, please, for you guys to go to YouTube, because I don't have any subscribers on Audrey of Firestone. I had many channels. Right now, I'm only going to be working on Audrey of Firestone on YouTube. So subscribe. There's a little red button down there. Subscribe. There's a red button. And there is a bell. So if you hit the bell, you'll get notified every time I do a program, a little live or a new video. Okay? So I would love that. Please, please, please come and visit me on YouTube. So to recap, for all of us who are strong and who want to make things better, yes, that's a noble sentiment. Yes, it's lovely, but be careful, because you are doing yourself and the person you're taking the responsibility from, you're doing both of you a disservice. For you, you're taking on responsibility that in truth is not yours. And for them, you're taking away something that they need to learn, something that they need to accomplish, not you doing it. So I have done that so much in my life, and I kept repeating the pattern. Remember, I was talking about yesterday about repeating patterns ad nauseum until eventually it just hits you in the nose and you say, okay, I get it. I'll stop. This is not working. So do yourself a favor and let me stop this. No, not that one. I want to say, where in your life can you let go of control? Where in your life can you let go of control? Can you let a mate worry about their own appointments? And if they forget an important eye doctor appointment, that's up to them, isn't it? Hard to do. What about practice? Allowing things to unfold. Oh, I find that so hard because I'm impatient. My middle name ain't patience, that's for sure. I'm impatient. I want things to happen now. It's not in my timing. Let go of what I think should be the timing. Let go and allow things to unfold. And finally, get quiet and contact your intuition, because this is something I have found to be of enormous value to me. That when I contact with meditation, with journaling, with gratitude, when I contact my intuition, I get so many clues from the universe, little nudges that'll say, do this. And when I'm clear and I'm quiet, it's so much easier to do just what I am intuiting, what I am being nudged toward. Because then things unfold and they unfold easily. So where in your life can you let go of control? Practice and have the patience to practice allowing things to unfold. And finally, get quiet and contact your intuition. You will find new serenity and a new sense of power. It'll have a totally different flavor because you are not taking responsibility that is not yours. So if you're on YouTube, click the subscribe button. Give me a thumbs up that you liked this. Let me write your comments. I really want to know what you think. And finally, why not do your own challenge? Why not do your own challenge? Do 5 lives in 5 days. Do 10 lives in 10 days. Give yourself the opportunity to blossom. Is it always going to be just, oh, Joya, it's so great, it's so easy? No, it's going to be uncomfortable because life happens. My voice is all messed up because I'm allergic to something that's in the air or whatever. I can't control that. I can drink some water. I took an allergy pill. Beyond that, all I can do is, it's 4 o'clock, put my face in front of the camera and do what I said I'm going to do. That's just self-control. Everything else that isn't your control, open your beautiful hands and let it go. And tell me what happens. Tell me what happens. To me, it's been a huge, difficult challenge. But I'm getting better. I'm getting better. What about you? All right, darlings. I will see you later. Alligators. Okay. Bye bye and take care.